Well, well, well. Hey, everybody. We're going to keep the stream music going for this stream because it's a lot chiller of a time. But that being said, hey, opening up a fizzy drink moments before you're going to go live and just spilling it all over yourself, the move. The top tier move. Recommended to anybody that streams. And by that, I mean, don't do that. Really don't. It's fucking horrible. Uh, that being said, hey, welcome to the stream. We're gonna be slinging some opinions as we've been playing. We've been streaming for about a little over a year ish. It's been about like a year and 4 months, year and 3 months ish. I missed my own 1 year anniversary stream, and then when we were scheduling a 1 year anniversary stream, guess what? As you all know that I've been watching, the fucking AC in my apartment broke, and it was horrible. It was miserable, and I did not like it. That being said, we had to postpone it, but here we are with the tier list for a bunch of different things. That being said, as you all stare at my wonderful, wonderful Armored Core wallpaper here, let's pull up our first big fucking tier list. And we're gonna start right here. We're gonna start right here. I'm gonna zoom that in a little bit to make it a little easier to read. But this fucking list of characters here. We'll go zoom out a little bit. Oh boy. Danganronpa. And where do we put our some very, very sweet and lovable and others very hated characters at? Now here's the other thing. Off screen, I need to go bring up a list of character names because boy, some of these characters I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. It's been so long since we've played some of them, and it's been a couple months since I've seen some of them that I get some of their names like jumbled every once in a while. So let's see. If I can pull up a quick list. Let's double check. Preferably something that doesn't bog things down. All right. There we go. First things first. We're gonna stick Monokuma. Also, we should probably rename these. You know what? No. Monokuma goes right up there. In fact, I need to add a row above. And this is the no Danganronpa without these characters. Yeah, it's gonna be flying off of that fucking spot right there. Let's see, what's the we'll put these in you know what, we'll just call it triple S. Fuck it. We'll call it triple S. I think, and they say this even in V3, you can't have a Danganronpa game without this little shithead in there. I think Monokuma is such an iconic figure to that series that like you can't you can't have Danganronpa without Monokuma. Second, most of Monokuma's jokes are kind of funny. He makes me laugh. I think he's a great character. He's good at getting underneath people's nerve. Like he's good at getting underneath the players' nerves, and I appreciate that. That being said, this boy, oh boy, oh it's rough already. Hold on, I need to pull up my fucking hair. I wasn't expecting it to be rough already, but you know what? We gotta pull up the hair because I already feel myself getting heated over some opinions. All right, all right. Fucking Makoto Naegi, one of the two Naegi siblings. Oh, what can we say about Makoto Naegi? Gut reaction right here. I think he's the most milk toast thing ever. But if I think about it, if I think about it, I think Makoto is right here. I don't like Makoto very much, but also I think without Makoto, I wouldn't have had so much fun. He is a character I love to hate on because he's so milk toast and vanilla, while at the same time being he is a good self. If we take it in context of Danganronpa 1, he's a good self-insert character. Um, he's very unegregious as far as like he doesn't really do anything horrible or anything like that. But he's just I don't know. He always got under my nerves with how stupid he was. He's very much dumb puppy. But as the series went on, and you got to see him in two, and you got to see him in the anime, I think Makoto is a good character. I think he really embodies that like go get him anime pro tag attitude, and I like that about him. So he's gonna stick there. Sayaka Maizono, not horrible. I can think of some worse characters. Maybe even down here. Secretary girlfriend Sayaka Maizono. They're not bad. I mean, they were the ultimate what pop star, ultimate pop idol. So stick him in D. I stick him in D. I don't really feel any way towards them. Fucking memes make me want to put Mukuro right here. I care even less about Mukuro than I did about Sayaka. The fact that they keep bringing up the in that first game the amount of times you hear Mukuro Ikusaba, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, Mukuro Ikusaba. Who's that? The amount of times you hear Mukuro's name, oh boy, don't like it. So Mukuro, you can stay right there. In the anime, it's kind of funny seeing them getting all weirdly incesty with Junko, but like it is what it is. Again, unegregious. Fucking hate this dude. Fucking hate Leon. I don't think Leon was a bad character. I don't care for Leon. Meanwhile, sweet baby hero. Oh. Oh fuck. We didn't hang out with Chihiro very much. But also, if we're including alter ego, because that's technically Chihiro, I guess, is I mean it's their personality in AI form. Hmm. I'm very. I think they're very. You know what? We'll put them in C for Chihiro at the moment. We're gonna rearrange these once we place everybody for sure. Oh, my boy Mondo. Mondo is tight. His reason for killing somebody, hella dumb. I mean, he killed Chihiro for a dumb reason, but also Mondo, not bad. They weren't bad. I like Mondo. He's definitely the JoJo reference in there, like out of the Trigger Happy Havoc crew. Um, Everybody knows where I'm sticking my fucking boy. Ugh, I fuck with Taka. I fuck with Taka, the student council president. Good old Kiyotaka. Oh man, that was his full name, right? Let me go double check that. Yeah, Kiyotaka Ishimaru. Yeah, I really fuck with Taka. Taka was a cool character. Stuck by his he stuck by his morals and standards, and even got them slightly adjusted with hanging out with people like Mondo and the rest of the cast. It was nice seeing him grow and just be a sweet boy that unfortunately just kind of broke to his own despair and everything. And like I like him. I like him a lot. I like his whole just student council demeanor, and he's a sweet boy. He's a sweet baby to me. Hifumi, God, fucking. You want to know characters I hate more than Leon? Hifumi. For people that don't follow me on Twitter, you missed out on a whole rant of me yelling about fucking why is Hifumi on the box art of the Danganronpa like box set that had the three games in it for Switch that they released a couple years back. Like Hifumi's right there, front and center, and Monokuma isn't even like I feel like you could have put Monokuma there and it would have been fine, but they stuck fucking Hifumi there. Two, fucking Hifumi killed my boy Taka. Don't like that. And I think that there were people that did Hifumi's role better than Hifumi, but we'll get to that later. Uh, Celeste. I like Celeste. I think Celeste isn't bad. You know what? Looking at that, that looks better. That looks a little better. Like I didn't mind hanging out with Celeste. Uh, Again, I like it when characters like pick a gun and stick by it. And Celeste was just really selfish. They were probably the most selfish person, other than maybe Junko, out of the original Trigger Happy Havoc cast. Like Celeste was really only about themselves, and I didn't mind it. I liked hanging out with them. They weren't bad. They were a little goofy as far as like I just want to get rich and own a castle, and I thought that was a little bit goofy of a twist for the Ultimate Gambler. But also like they were a character that knew about the risks of the things they did and weren't afraid to just make shit happen for themselves. And I like that. I think that's an interesting character. So yeah, we're gonna stick them right there and see. I still like Chihiro more. Yeah, looking at this, I definitely like Chihiro more. Chihiro was the character I wish I would have hung out with more, but at the time we were hanging out with Taka. Like, we're definitely hanging out with Taka and messing around. Fucking Sakura, right up there. Maybe even up here. For now, we'll stick her in double S. We'll stick her in double S for now. But I love Sakura. Sakura, okay. Before I even played the games, I had watched the anime, and I thought the anime was very, very mid. Which even now, if you watch the original Danganronpa anime, I'm sorry, that show is ass. That being said, holy shit, fucking Sakura is definitely the hands down the best character out of Trigger Happy Havoc. Like, I like Taka more out of preference, but Sakura is overall, I think everything that I said about Celeste is like times 10 for Sakura. Like a character that very much stands by what they mean. They are they put their foot down, they establish themselves as far as like being immovable on some subjects, and they're just very, I don't know, they were cool. Like there aren't very many Danganronpa characters I'm like, this is a cool character. Sakura is a cool fucking character. Like, stuck up for their friends, was willing to betray the big bad mastermind of Trigger Happy Havoc, uh, even at the cost of their own life. And even then, they have one of the most impactful deaths in the Danganronpa franchise. Like, if you didn't, like, it's one of those things where you didn't see it happening unless you really paid attention to the clues of what was going on, and you're like, oh, it makes it so sad. It makes it such a truly tragic event for that game. And in doing so, like, yeah, no, Sakura is up there. We're not even going to talk about that. This right here, we're not even going to talk about that. That's these two go hand in hand. I don't think you could have most of the things that happen in Danganronpa without these two shitheads. Whether they're the same person or not, these two shitheads are so iconic to the franchise for a reason. Um, I think, well, if we go as far as Trigger Happy Havoc goes, Junko is wildly fun. Even getting to hang out with Mukuro as Junko, funny shit. It is one of the funniest like interactions of seeing just Makoto hanging out with them. But yeah, no, they deserve this spot. This is one of those things where these two, they're too good for the franchise. Hina, what's her name? Aoi Asahina? Asahina? If I remember right. Yeah, I did remember it right. Tight. Hina's right here. Yeah, yeah, that looks right. I don't mind Hina. It's just that you will find this as a couple times with me. There are a lot of characters where I'm like, I like this character. I would never hang out with them. In fact, it might even be like this. Yeah, yeah. Just they're very middle of the road for me. More so than some other characters. I don't think Hina's bad, but I also don't feel anything towards Hina like negatively. Fucking this shithead. Oh boy. Byakuya Togami. The man, the myth, the legend of the Togami Corporation. Boy, oh boy. We sure talked a lot of shit about Byakuya. But also, Byakuya has given us a lot of laughs. I think if we're going off of Trigger Happy Havoc, I think I think Byakuya is like right down here. We're gonna put him here for now, and then as we start placing characters later, we'll start arranging this a little more. For I have thoughts, but right now we're going on a little bit of a journey. So Trigger Happy Havoc Byakuya. Fucking hated Byakuya. Byakuya could not shut the fuck up faster. Flip side, oh fuck, do I like Kyoko more than Mondo? Do I like take a close look at this tier list. How do I feel about Kyoko? I definitely think that they're one of my favorite characters in the franchise. I like Kyoko a lot. To the point where later on when something happened to them, I got very emotional because I was like, damn, that's one of my favorites. Uh you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Kyoko being there for now. Yeah, that's fine. Oh boy, Toko. Oh boy, Toko. Fuck. All right. If we're going on this journey, Toko right here, right next to him. Didn't like Toko very much. Trigger Happy Havoc wasn't a big Toko fan. They were a little bit too weird for me. Um, and they didn't help at all half the time. They were the fucking useless person. Genocide Jack, fucking they they can take that A slot. I do like Genocide Jack a lot more than everybody right down here. Also, they helped out a little bit at least. And again, I like people with that conviction to them. And yeah, they wanted to kill cute boys. They stuck to that. Granted, they didn't kill a single person in actual like, class trial type shit. In a killing game, didn't kill anybody. So take that with take that as you will. Oh boy, then the last person we have from Trigger Happy Havoc, fucking Yasuhiro. Oh boy, I'm gonna make myself mad by saying this. I think they're better than Byakuya. If you go by Trigger Happy Havoc, I actually think Hero is better than Byakuya. Because as much as Byakuya got on my nerves for being a dick, Hero at least made me laugh. And like, I do not like Hero at all, but he had his redeeming moments and redeeming qualities. That if we're going for Danganronpa 1, yeah, yeah, I don't want to say it, but yeah, he's not bad. I yeah, Hero belongs there. I don't want to say it. Ugh, I hate it. Ugh. I want to put him lower, but then I think about it. Do I hate Hero more than Leon or Hifumi? No. They have more of an impact than Mukuro Ikusaba. Even if it's misguided, we have to place them above Sayaka just because again, they just did more and I like them more. More than Togo? You know what? This seems better. This is a little better for me. Okay. Oh fuck. All that and that was just fucking Trigger Happy Havoc. Oh boy, we have a lot of characters to go through. I said this was gonna be a shorter stream. I lied. Y'all might as well go crack open a drink because we're gonna be sitting here ranking a lot of these characters in a lot of fucking games real soon. All right. Next up is Goodbye Despair. And starting off with Monami. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Monami was a little annoying at times, but I didn't mind them. So probably around here. I like them more than Chihiro. No. No. They stay right there. That's where Monami belongs. Right, middle of the road. I don't like Monami more than Chihiro or Aoi, but just they can be annoying at times, but they also make me laugh at times. Especially when paired with Monokuma. The banter was good. And I do like that. And then our boy, fucking Hajime Hinata. You know what? Out of personal preference, this motherfucker is my favorite character. Oh, I didn't expect that, but seeing him grow as a character in that second game, I fell in love with this kid. This kid is so good. Such a good sweet boy. Um the issues I had with Makoto were like, you know what? Thinking about it, yep. He moved down. He moved down. I thought about it, he moved down. The issues I had with Makoto, where Makoto was all wishy-washy and very reliant on his friends, Hajime getting self-confidence and growing as an individual is such a good selling point of that story. Like I absolutely loved that part. Just because seeing him grow. Like seeing Hajime come into his own and like really put his foot down and be like, "Hey, I'm not a nobody. Even if I don't have a talent, it ends up he has all the talents, but we'll get to that later." Like he really was the ultimate hope to me and is the character that like man, the whole ideals of what I feel like if I had to condense down Danganronpa into a character, it's Hajime. He is the character that like I feel went through both sides of hope and despair and came to his own conclusion. And then not only did he help himself, but he helped his friends. And he made me hype as shit. I love Hajime. Hajime is my favorite Danganronpa character by far. Other characters I like because they're cool characters and I love them. Hajime's number one. Oh god, what is his real name? Oh, 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 Jeebus. Not Byakuya. I don't want to call him Fat Byakuya because he has a name. Mr. Ultimate Imposter, the mysterious person with no real full name. Though apparently in the actual it's in Byakuya's novel. You actually learn that his name is Kazuya Togami, and he is Byakuya's half brother. So that being said, good old Kazuya Togami over here. Uh, Funny enough, I think he's the better Togami. At this point that we're going through, he's the better Togami. I liked him a whole lot. He was silly. He took everything that his half brother did and just made it funnier. And he died to one of the most miserable little shitheads I can think of. That being said, miserable little shithead number one. And probably a pick that I think is gonna make a lot of people angry. I love Teru Teru. Teru Teru's a little fucking sleaze. He's a he's a little fucking pervo dude. Like very, very questionable and not okay behavior. At the same time, this little shithead made me laugh and feel uncomfortable all the same, and I love him for it. Also, he's just a whole mood. Him just being like, yeah, I'm okay with fucking dudes. I'm okay with dudes or girls. It doesn't really matter. I just know what I like. And I'm like, Teru Teru, that's real as shit. I love this little shithead. We'll place him here. You know what? We're jumping the gun a little bit on Teru Teru. We're gonna bump Teru Teru from where he was in the game, which is right here. I felt very, very, very mid about Teru Teru. So you know what? We're jumping the gun. We're jumping the gun. I broke my own rule. We're jumping the gun. Pump the brakes. I like this little shithead, but we'll get to that. But for playing through Goodbye Despair, he's right there. He is going to end up in A tier. Spoiler. Oh. Fucking. I have to look up her name now. Oh no, what is her name? Oh no. What is her name? Oh, I'm spacing me. Mahiru? Mahiru. Mahiru. Oh god. Fuck. You can tell how much I care about Mahiru. You know what? Yeah, yeah, that's right. That feels right. I think that there is a character that does Mahiru better than Mahiru. And we'll get to that later. But also, Mahiru was very one. Mahiru sexist as fuck. Which, granted, they're not wrong and they're slightly valid for feeling that way. At the same time, for being so sexist, they also reinforce the negative parts of that as far as like, oh, I need to rely on other men to do the manly jobs. And I'm like, Mahiru, shut the fuck up. Like, get out of here. That was the number one thing that anytime she opened her mouth to say something always bugged me because it was always to ask, oh, shouldn't a man be doing this? And I'm like, Mahiru, if you don't want men to be doing anything and then you want them to suddenly do only things that men can do, you're being kind of counterproductive of being like women empowerment. And it's like, I hate it. I hate that. When people do that shit, hate it. So yeah, no, Mahiru is right here in this little, not necessarily, this is the dumpster right here. This right here so far is the dumpster. This right here is like, all right, they're in the trash can, but all right. Peko Yama. Yeah. Yeah, I think that Peko was tight. I don't feel negatively towards them. I don't feel positively towards them. They're all right. They've gone a little too soon, but also they were probably one of the coolest characters. They went out for a reason they believed in, and I'll vouch for that shit. Ooh, Hiyoko? Is that her name? Let me look this up. Yeah, Hiyoko. Who I okay. One thing I didn't know while playing through the game: Hiyoko's voiced by fucking Kira Buckland. Fucking 2B herself voices fucking Hiyoko. Didn't know. Had no clue. No clue that it was fucking Kira Buckland. Um God, where do we put Hiyoko? Hiyoko goes. I liked how much trash she talked. Yeah. 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 Maybe? No. No. Right there. Right there. That is where we put Hiyoko. She's a trash talker. She's a little shithead. Uh when she needs help, eventually she asks for it. And that's kind of a big character growth for her. Um Overall, yeah. I wish if we're talking about characters I wish like if I ever did a second playthrough of Goodbye Despair I'd hang out with, Hiyoko is like near the top of that list. Like characters I didn't get to hang out with that I would have loved to hang out with. Ibuki. I am very I feel very indifferent about Ibuki. I liked them. They have probably one of the strongest Danganronpa designs. I think out of the cast of Goodbye Despair Kids, um yeah, I think Ibuki has the strongest design. Ibuki and maybe Soda probably have the best designs, and I fucking love them. I love both those kids a lot. Um, yeah, God. Oh God, Mikan. Good old Mikan Sumuki. Sumiki? Almost had it right. Mikan. Mikan made me laugh. Mikan made me laugh. I like Mikan. Mikan was another one of those characters I wish I would have hung out with. A little bit too manipulatable, but also, um, you know what? I remembered the case, and I'm reconsidering. I'm remembering the the trial, and I'm like, you know what, Mikan, you belong there. I hate this trial. I hated the trial. This trial and investigation was one of the dumbest things ever. Um, but also Mikan cracked. Yeah. The thing is that like when Mikan gets her reveal, and she's just like, why can't I have the things that other people have? Like, why does everybody treat me like shit, even though I'm not doing anything different than anybody else? I feel like that's the realest shit ever. Like, for anybody that's been in that situation, like I know I have, like, oh, I hate that feeling. That is one of the worst feelings I wish on nobody. But like when she popped off about that, that was one of the realest things ever where I was like, damn. But also, I think about investigating the stupid quarantine areas in the hospital and the cameras, and then Nagito's stupid ass being in bed like, don't mind me, I just might kill myself. And I'm like, Nagito, what? And I'm like, oh fuck, man. Like that chapter is probably one of my least favorite chapters in the game. Probably only surpassed by like one or two. He was sick. Ooh, yeah. Sick Nagito. Alright, you know what? Because I do like them. I do like Mikon more than these characters. But then I think about everything they did, and like I think about the actual chapter where shit happened for them, and I'm like, you know what? No, no, we had to hit the button there. Yeah, no. Mikon belongs in A. I feel that strongly about their motives and everything that I'm like, okay, it's stupid. Her whole remembering. I forgot about the remembering disease. You know what? Back down to B. Sorry, Mikon. Uh, fucking Nekomaru, who later became Mechamaru. And his shit-tastic self. This fucking ass cannon on this boy. This fucking Dookie Bum Bum. Where do we put Nekomaru? Nekomaru was fun. Fucking Patrick Seitz doing work as always. Good old Ragnar the Blood Edge, as I know him. Him crying coke, yeah, dude. Him crying coke in a situation when they had no water or food. I wanna throw that out there. Uh, right next to Mikon. Do I like Mikon more than Nekomaru? No, no. Nekomaru is the top of B so far, and he did, and he didn't give it to anyone. He didn't have to drink the coke himself, and he didn't have to like eat or anything. No, Nekomaru, that was on him. He could have saved so many people in that chapter. Fucking Gundam Tanaka. The boy. The fucking boy. There are very few characters I like more than Junko. This right here. Woo! Woo! That's my dude. That's my dude. My dude. You know what? We're gonna rename this tier. Just my dudes. These are my dudes right here. These are my ride or dies. I don't care what anybody says with these. I fuck with Monokuma. I fuck with Junko. As far as like they're so antagonistic. I love them. Hajime, my boy, right up there next to him. Mm, chef's kiss of a fucking character. I love Gundam Tanaka. Um, Hanging out with him first, and him being like, all I really wanted was a friend, but not being able to say that to you, and him just being like, oh, like he just wants a companion. And he's such a weird, freaky Chunibyo guy that he just has a hard time telling anybody. And like, oh, oh, I fucking love him. The ultimate breeder, you're damn right. He's the fucking ultimate breeder. Fucking bred friendship in my heart is what he did. Oh, love this kid. Gundam is such a good dude, such a good character, and again, characters that stick by their values, like him and you know what? He bumps up a tier because now we have to talk about Gundam versus fucking Mechamaru. This right here, and them just looking at each other and being like, "We're gonna fucking do this. We're gonna fucking do this." And then they fought, and Gundam did his best to do what Gundam does, and he did it, committed a murder, but he committed a murder so everyone else could live. And fuck, I'm getting emotional thinking about it. Like, him just being like, no, you guys had to do this, and we had to live, and there's no point in There's no point in being okay with dying if you had a chance to live. And he just took the bullet. He was like him and Nekomaru or Mekamaru at the time were the two that bit the bullet for the group. For all of their class, these two made the biggest sacrifice. And that shit was tight. Like, oh God, love them. Let me look away. Uh, well, well. Nagito. Fucking Nagito. Nagito Komaeda. The ultimate lucky student. Good and bad luck, which I always love. Oh, look at the stanky pose they gave him too. Hand on the hip, finger pointed at the head. The "are you fucking stupid" pose. Best boy gang gang. He is not best boy. He is the one character, however. I will. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Nagito. I hate this. I hate it, but he belongs right there. I think if there was ever a gatekeeper between my favorite characters and characters that I felt like I liked but didn't really do anything, Nagito really is in a tier of his own. Because everything Nagito did, I loved and hated at the same time. He is so antagonistic and such a piece of shit sometimes, and so batshit crazy that he's kind of likable. And he makes a lot of good points. That's the thing that like makes Nagito so good is that like Nagito makes a lot of good fucking points in Goodbye Despair. He isn't wrong. He is crazy half the time, but he's never actually wrong. And like hanging out with him and chilling with him and everything, like oh yeah, definitely deserves death, but I love you tier. Yeah. I think S tier for me are those characters that I could like I absolutely love. Like S and above are characters where I'm like, I love these characters. Nagito is the gatekeeper. Like, I like Nagito. I also fucking hate Nagito. And I like everyone in A tier. I like Nagito more. He is literally the gatekeeper of he is literally the gatekeeper of that tier. He is gatekeep girl bossing my top tiers. Because he is the like you either have to be insane like these three right here, or you have to be wholesome. I love them so much, like these ones right here. Like, oh man. And even then, Mondo's hanging on by a thread in that S tier. At this point, with all these characters, Mondo's hanging on by a fucking thread. Let me tell you. Next up, hey, you want to know the other character I fucking love? You want to know my top three? Those. I Ooh, the ultimate one for haha funny memes. She's the ultimate gamer. I like games. Haha gamer girl. Yeah, no. I thought she was haha funny gamer girl, but then she's a haha funny gamer girl that gave you like actual good story. And like she is wholesome. She is wholesome. She She has a little bit of a weird S rank as far as her like hangout, her final hangout thing being a date with Hajime, which, oh man, we might rearrange these characters again. As the tier list goes on, we might rearrange some of these characters. But for where we know and the information we had in Danganronpa 2, Chiaki was a very, very sweet fucking girl. And I love her. I adore her. She went out like a fucking boss, but I adore Chiaki and it broke my heart to do it. Um Alright. Here's my thing. Every generation had a buff person that was like the person that took care of everybody kind of thing as far as like the physical stuff goes. Sakura was that for Trigger Happy Havoc, and in 2 you get a mixture between Nekomaru and Akane. My thing is that Akane, I like Akane not as much as Nekomaru. Nekomaru and Mekamaru, I think is better than Akane. Akane wouldn't have gotten. Akane wouldn't be a good character without Nekomaru being there for them. Okay, I come in. I'm glad Nagito isn't in the trash. I was gonna riot. Byakuya, okay. Byakuya in D. He's there for now. He's there for now. I said I wasn't gonna jump the gun because by the end of this tier list, a lot of these characters are gonna move around due to things we haven't gotten to yet to discuss. But that being said, for now, Makoto's in A because he's unegregious and very meh. Art keeps putting my husbands in the trash because that's where they belong. I'm a trash tier husbando, and I know trash when I see trash. This guy right here is trash, but he's a king and he's right. Put Makoto in trash. If anything, Makoto truly belongs gatekeeping the most middle ground of middles. No, King of Trash is this motherfucker right here. Like, this is the true trash arc right here. This right here is trash. This right here is just a garbage can. This is a garbage can. This right here, I'm not even gonna say trash. I'm going to say dumpster. This right here is the dumpster. This is the full fucking dumpster. These characters, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. This is a tier that when we get to this point, you will know there is one character, and one character only who belongs in this one tier. Hero is at least a pretty scented trash bag. He's a good lemon scent. He's a good lemon scent trash bag. Yeah, and then C tier is like they're trashy, but they're not that bad. B, this right here, this is our middle ground. 100%, these are characters that I feel I can go either way on them. And A are from A above are characters where you can tell I start liking them more and more. Yeah, Makoto is 100% ultra mid. This is the most vanilla of vanillas. He jumps between here and right here for me. But again, as we go on, it will change. That being said, yeah, fucking Akane is very. I feel like Akane wouldn't be Akane without Nekomaru, and because of that, I think I like Nekomaru a little more. But Akane is like, what's whatever. Akane and Hina are neck and neck as far as like these two are characters I feel very indifferent about. Makoto mid, ultra mid, our milk toast king, truly. So Hey, want to know my top four characters? Fucking you, he, ho. Oh my god. I we love a short king. That's my fucking short king right there. If that dude said jump, I'd fucking jump. Keep Junko away from them. I love Junko though. I love Junko and I love Monokuma. They belong there, Kana. They belong there. But no, Fuyuhiko, if you want to know who's gatekeeping the my dudes category, you know what? There we go. We're gonna call his I Heart Despair. But this is why the second game is the best one. All the best, including Nagito, belong in the top. Yeah, honestly, yeah. These these are all what I would consider triple S tier. I love all these characters. Fuyuhiko is my dude though. Whereas I love these three, and I could only hope to that I hope that my kids have friends like these kids. This right here, this is a person I would hang out with as a teenager. Fuyuhiko is the one character in two where I was like, oh no. Like I would have hung out with Gundam as a teenager, as like a weird teen. Fuyuhiko would have been that one where I would have ride or died. As a teenager, that's my guy. That's my fucking dude. Like, oh, Fuyuhiko's character is so strong that Peko being associated with fucking Fuyuhiko brings Peko's character up. Because you get to see a different side of Peko when they're around Fuyuhiko. And that made their character so much better. Because then you see that shell break of them being like, I'm the cold, responsible one, while he's the angry, irresponsible one, and you get to see both of those uh facades that they put up break the moment that trial ends, and it's one of the best moments in that game. Like, oh god, so good. So good. Like that's how good his character development is that it brings Peko up. Kind of like how, honestly, I would put Akane down here, but Akane and Nekomaru interacting solidifies them in like right here. That being said, you want to talk about Garbage Boys? You want to talk about the Garbage Boys? Okay, he's not that bad. You know what? Never mind. He's that bad. I thought about it. I thought about it for 2 seconds because you know who else? If we go by my playthrough, you could have swore that I was right here with Sonya. I just feel Sonya is sus as fuck. Time for a new tier. Oh man, Soda might be in his own tier. Oh yeah, yeah. It's funnier to put Soda in his own tier. This motherfucker over here. This dude. I'll even give him his own color. His fucking Simp Supreme. The fucking Simp Supreme himself. Fucking Soda. Oh man. I hate Soda. Kind of like how I hate Byakuya. You know what? That's even funnier. I saw it and I was like, you know what? That's even funnier. No. You know who belongs in the Sim Supreme tier also? Fucking Toko. Except for whereas Soda, like Soda had a lot of good intentions. Unfortunately, his dick gets in the his dick and thinking with his horny brain gets in the way of him being a good character so fucking often. And it's really bad. It's really, really, really bad. Like, oh boy. Fuck Soda man. You need to calm down. That being said, Sonya, I feel very indifferent towards Sonya. Um, but however, Sonya's character growth after Gundam made me reconsider. And I think Sonya is a better character after Gundam dies. Which is heartbreaking afterwards. In fact, they might be right here. Um, but otherwise, like yeah, I have a compliment. I have a complaint about this list. Where are the hamsters? Right there with Gundam. They're all right there with you. Act like the hamsters aren't top tier. The hamsters helped commit a murder. What? Of course they're cool. The only acceptable answer. Of course, Kana. Of course, the hamsters, the four dark devas of destruction, are right up there in the fucking tier with him. Oh man, Izuru. Good old fucking Izuru. Izuru Kamakura. I'll be real. Yeah, that's better. I like Izuru. Izuru, or more lovingly known as Kamakura Kamakura Yas Queen. Yeah. Fucking Izuru, I love just because it really harped on the fact that like a lot of fucked up things happened to these kids and they had a lot to go through. And Hajime being able to confront not only his own shortcomings as an individual, but his all the things he did as Izuru, like really solidified even Izuru. Like I'm gonna put Izuru here for now. We're gonna talk about Izuru. Give me like 30 minutes to go through Ultra Despair Girls. We will get to fucking Izuru. So Izuru, sit tight. We're gonna talk about you in a fucking hot minute. But we're not done with Goodbye Despair, because you know who else is in Goodbye Despair? This shithead, and where's that other shithead? This shithead right here, and this shithead right here. So first tier list shakeup. Byakuya is a better character after one. After Danganronpa 1, after Trigger Happy Havoc, Byakuya is the most middle of the middle tier. Where he's a little saucy, he's a little spicy, but he's also the most like middle of the middle tier. Kyoko? Oh god. Okay, that works. Kyoko also goes up. Kyoko gets better after Danganronpa 1. Again. Also, didn't talk about it before. She had a cup noodle on her head. That shit was funny. Um and then Makoto Naegi. I think Makoto gets better after Danganronpa 1. Makoto goes from being the little bitch boy who I can't stand to like he's trying. He is fighting. He is Makoto is doing everything he can in the name of hope. Where I feel like if there was ever a character that is the ultimate hope, Makoto Naegi, 100%. He is that guy. He is built different. He is that dude for Danganronpa. And because of that, like no, after the events of Danganronpa 1 and you get to see him in Goodbye Despair, uh Makoto Naegi is that guy. Makoto is that guy. He gets so much better when they double down on the stupid shit about Makoto. And because of that, like, yeah, no. Everybody in that returned from Trigger Happy Havoc to help the second class bumped up by just being a better version of themselves. And it's fucking tight. It's very cool. Now, with all that out of the way, oh boy. Bump up Yasuhiro. I refuse. I refuse. I do not like these two characters at all. They are gatekeeping this trash down right here. Uh, he deserves it? No. I refuse. That's my hard line in the sand. Hero? How about this? We will return to Hero later. But we have a whole game we still need to get through. In fucking one of my probably my favorite story in Danganronpa overall. I love Ultra Despair Girls. I absolutely love the story and theming of Ultra Despair Girls so much. I like the characters of 2 more, and I think 2 is the better game. But like the wild shit and the world building in Ultra Despair Girls, I love this game. That being said, Shirokuma, they're right there. They're the middle. And then oh god, what is his name? I'm spacing on the name now. The other Kuma. The other one. What is its name? Kurokuma. Oh shit. Oh, I'm like, it's the color black, and I'm spacing on it. That had to be immortalized. Yeah, it had to be immortalized. No, he's not getting a C tier. No, I refuse. Um, yeah, Kurokuma and Shirokuma. The only difference between these two, you know what? We'll bump him down. That's funny to say, but I agree. But I think that's accurate. Shirokuma, sus as fuck. I didn't trust him the entire game. I was right not to trust him. Kurokuma, this dude made me laugh. Kurokuma's funny as shit. A little abrasive, very, very rude. I loved Kurokuma so much. Uh, what a babby. What a little babby bear. What a naughty, naughty boy. However, Komaru fucking Naegi. You want to know other characters that I think are really, really fucking cool? In fact, you guys want to see something really controversial for me that I'm thinking about? I think I like Komaru more than Gundam. Only because Komaru's character growth is fucking jail. Hey, you quiet down over there. You quiet down up there. I think Komaru's character growth and her breaking down and coming to terms, like, basically, I feel Komaru is just the more vulnerable version of Hajime. And that is my hard stance on that. I think that Komaru is just Hajime, but if you made them way more vulnerable. And then you took away all the classmates and everything that helped Hajime become Hajime, and it's just Komaru alone with a person she barely knows. And that being said, watching Komaru gain self-confidence through Ultra Despair Girls is one of the best like stories in Danganronpa. Because everybody knows Makoto Naegi at this point, but like his sister isn't special. Actually isn't special. Hajime at least had Izuru and people to help him find his self-worth. Komaru is like she did whatever people wanted her to do. And when it came to her to actually make a choice, and none of the choices are good, her being stubborn enough and learning to just stand up for herself and make the decisions that she had to do to get the best ending in that game really uh spoke words for her character and who she was. So yeah, no, Komaru is one of my favorite characters. Slightly blasphemous that I put him above Gundam, but I think everything they go through in Ultra Despair Girls, they deserve it. And that being said, there really isn't very much of a gap between these two. These are practically overlapping. All of these characters I love dearly. I fucking love Komaru though. I'll take a bullet for that fucking opinion. I love this character. Granted, they need to tone down the fan service with Komaru. Too much. Didn't like that part. That part, too much. But love Komaru. I love Komaru. I love her interactions with Toko and helping her grow. Her first interaction with fucking Byakuya and her just being like, "Who the fuck?" Like, yeah, no, I love this bitch. She's a good egg. She's a good egg. I love her more than her brother. I'll put her that way. Fucking what's her name? What was her name? Hiroko. Hiroko Hagakure. Good old Hiroko. Hiroko belongs in A tier. I like Hiroko. Hiroko gives a lot of context to the people. One, she gives just good maternal, like motherly advice to the girls of Ultra Despair Girls. Anytime you interact with her as Toko or Komaru, she's giving some slightly sus information, but also like she's there to help. She tries to guide them by the hips a little bit and encourages them. Overall, a better character than Hiro. It's surprising that his mom is such a cool character for being just a nurse, and like Hiro is a piece of shit that I don't like. However, despite me just calling Hiro a piece of shit, do you remember how there's an F tier? That's where that boy goes. Fucking let me tell you about fucking Haiji Haiji Toa. Haiji fucking Toa. This tier is for Haiji and Haiji only. Oh Boy, I hate Haiji for having one of the best Danganronpa designs. He is a fucking menace. Oh god. Haiji is a menace. Haiji is disgusting. Oh shit. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so disgusting. Like, even if he is voiced by Matt Mercer. Fucking oh man. Oh man, Haiji's the worst. Big pedophile, doesn't trust the characters, just irritating as fuck. Kind of a little bitch, like a little bitch dude. Hate him. Hate him. Do not like Haiji. Haiji deserves his own tier at the bottom. That being said, oh boy, my sweet, sweet babies. Oh, the Warriors of Hope. I don't know. I don't know where to put them. I think I think if we had to, all these sweet babies, every single one of them, including the bad one. Now here's the question. Yeah, I think that's the order they go in. I'm gonna call these my sweet babies. My sweet babbies. Yeah, that's even funnier. Whoa, what can we say about the babies? They were very controversial. I think all the trigger warnings in Ultra Despair Girls is definitely centered around these 5 characters. Because a lot of fucked up things happen to these characters, and it isn't even their fault. Either just life, or other people manipulating them, or just horrible parents. Like, just the worst. They just get dealt the worst hand, and I have a big soft spot for kids in most games. And that being said, I I wanted to protect these kids so fucking bad. Including this little fucking shithead. Fucking Monica, the worst. But also, like, she had someone else, being Junko, like, heavily influencing their actions. Um I feel for each one of these kids, and I want to see an ending at some point where they were just all happy at some point. But otherwise, like, I felt like their hatred of adults and them acting the way they did, even though it doesn't justify murder, just outright killing people, I get it. I get it, and I don't blame them. Doesn't make it right, but I don't blame them. I don't blame them for acting the way they did. Some of them got it a lot worse than others. In fact, fucking oh man, Kotoko, this one broke me. Yeah, it disgusting. Felt so bad for her. Like the way that her parents treated her. And like Nagisa hit close to home as far as like for me, someone that grew up and is a perfectionist. Like yeah, like was Nagisa went through a lot, and they all went through a lot, and just they hold such a soft spot for me that like it's hard for me not to put them high for me. I absolutely adore these babies. That being said, we had oh god, what was his name? Ba-ba-ba. Yuta Asahina. He was another sweet boy that we met for a very short amount of time, and then he exploded. In which case, I put him right here. Very unegregious. I don't feel either way towards them. Same thing with Chihiro's dad. You know what? You can go right next to Chihiro. You know what? Let's put the siblings by each other. All the relatives by each other. But oh god, what was the dad's name? Taichi? Yeah, Taichi Fujisaki. Yep. Yeah, Taichi. He wasn't the bad guy. He really cared for Chihiro. Um, tried to provide for Chihiro and unfortunately just died. These two are practically the same character, except for Yuta was just a dumbass and just swam out there and exploded. And I'm like, well, there goes that kid. Fucking rip. He's not coming back at any point. Uh, but yeah. That being said, excuse me. That being said, there is one character from Ultra Despair Girls that we need to move, or two technically. Because just like how we had Makoto and Kyoko and uh and Byakuya move, we need to move Byakuya again because I like Byakuya a lot more. He grew even more after Ultra Despair Girls. Byakuya was funny. He made me laugh, and they doubled down on his sternness to where like, yeah, no, I love Byakuya. Um, the big one though, Toko also jumps up here along with their alternate ego Genocide Jack. Uh, in fact, a little more like that. I I like the character growth that Toko goes through in Ultra Despair Girls. Like UDG uh really allows Toko to grow. Because I know I didn't hang out with her that much in Trigger Happy Havoc. Having her grow as a character with Komaru and watching them both push each other and help each other grow, whether intentionally or unintentionally, is really really sweet, and I like it. Even like Genocide Jack like gets some more character like fleshing out in there. She's still stubborn and a pain to deal with, but at least she has her own niche and her own voice in a way. Um, same with Byakuya. Them just at this point tripling down on Byakuya's character. One of the best things they could have done. Now we need to move on to fucking oh boy, The end of Host Peak High School. Good old Danganronpa 3. Oh man. Where do we even go from here? Because we have all of our characters here from Future Arc. We already ranked the characters technically from the past arc. So, here's the thing. I don't recognize this chick right here. But if I remember right, she's one of the girls that dies super fucking early on. But I also cannot remember her to save my fucking life. But the people I do remember, yeah, these two right here, couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Don't know who they are. In fact, I'm just going to make a tier right above here for just. Oh. Let's change that color back. Whoops. Yeah, that's fine. And this one, put that there. I don't remember these two bitches at all. As far as this anime goes, I don't remember these two bitches at all. Couldn't tell you. No clue. In fact, I'm sure if I looked up, let me look up Danganronpa 3. Danganronpa 3 characters. Okay, not V3. Future Arc. Yep. Let's see here. Even the site that I'm looking at doesn't even have these two girls listed. I think they actually, hold on, are they from the past arc? Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Hmm. I need to look it up. I need to. Is this bugging me that I don't recognize them? Oh. They were two of the reserve course students. Apparently. Oh! Oh, fuck. I feel bad. I know who they are. And it feels bad that I didn't recognize one of them. This is Natsumi Kuzuryu. I forgot. Yeah, it's Fuyuhiko's fucking sister. Well, rip, I didn't realize Lamau. Yeah. Feels bad. Feels bad. We're gonna have to delete that tier. Uh and then the other one is Sato, who is this is the girl who fucking it's the girl who fucking dies from oh god, from the fucking class trial. Yeah. She was yeah, she's one of the reserve students that fucking was friends with Mahiru and them. Who fucking ate shit too. Man, because I was wondering why these two characters were here, and I'm like, okay. You know what? I don't feel bad about making that tier now. You know what? We're just gonna leave them both there. Oh God. Chisa. Where do we put Chisa? I don't think Chisa was bad. I don't. Chisa good? I don't know if Chisa was good though. They're kind of A. Does Chisa belong in A? It's one of these two. Considering Nagito's the gatekeeper. Yeah, Chisa's not horrible. You know what? Right here. And then we had oh God, what is her name? What is this fucking character's name? Daisaku Bandai? Yeah, farmer, blah blah blah. Second the second victim in the Monokuma Hunter game. Yep, killed by poison. Yeah, Daisaku Bandai has a cool design. They're in that category of like they were there. To be fair, a lot of these characters didn't really get time to really shine or bloom in the anime. Fucking oh God, what is his character name? Great Gozu. Great Gozu. Yeah, I like them. They stood out. I like them. They had a cool design. Or trying to bodyguard Makoto in them and then killed himself. Like they all did. Okay. This old man gets shoved up here just because of his fight with fucking Munakata. His fucking fight with Munakata was sick. I stepped away for a bit and I'm glad to see Haiji is where he belongs. Yeah. In fucking prison. In prison, Kana. Where he belongs and where he should stay. Even if he is voiced by Matt Mercer, which I just think is really funny. Yeah, no. Prison. Prison with fucking Haiji. That being said, yeah. Mr. Old Man over here. Fucking what's his name? Tengen? Yeah. Fucking Tengen. Tengen's fight with Munakata in the anime was sick as shit. I liked Tengen's character a lot. They're really cool. Um Oh, fucking rip off Vash the Stampede Boy. What was he, the ultimate blacksmith? Uh what was his name? Seiko? Not Seiko. Seiko is the crazy one. This one is Seiko. I like Seiko a lot. We're gonna bump Seiko up. I thought Seiko was tight, a little over dramatic, but they were cool. Didn't mind them. Baby boy just wanted sweet treats. IRL golden retriever. Baby boy really did. Sanosuke. Sanosuke Izuyoi. There we go. That's his name. Sanosuke. We'll put him there. We're putting him there for now. I liked him. He was cool. He honestly IRL fucking golden retriever. You are right. Oh God. What is this dude's fucking name? Trying to remember these characters' name. Characters' names have been a lot. Ando? No. No, Ruruka's this chick right here, which I'm just gonna jump the gun on that and say Ruruka belongs right there. Actually, Ruruka belongs in the fucking trash can. Actually, Fuck Ruka. The more I thought about it, hey, fuck Ruka. Ruka. She stumbled from C all the way down. Oh man. The longer it sunk in, I was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck this character. Ruka Ando? Nah, fuck that character. Character's a piece of shit. Uh Koichi Kazukura? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, former homeroom teacher. Yeah, all right. Had to make sure. I do not remember a lot of these characters' names from the anime. Uh, Koichi Kizakura. You know what? He wasn't horrible. Again, middle of the road. Miyaya Gecko Gahara. Woo! Dude did sacrifice himself for Kyoko. Yeah, he did. I feel very indifferent for him. Uh, fucking Miyaya Gecko Gahara. Can we just put... I'm just gonna put her right up here for reasons. Because, as we all know... Well, actually, no. We'll place the rest of these characters and then we'll adjust it. Oh, God. Fucking Juzo? Fucking Juzo? This dickhead? Fucking I'm in the closet gay boy himself, Juzo? Fucking... I felt for this dude for being such a fucking dickhead. I like Juzo a lot. It felt bad that he was mostly angry just because he couldn't be with the person he liked. And it crushed him. But he was ride or die for the other boy, fucking Munakata. This dickhead with his 1,000-degree knife. Can I just say, I like Munakata a lot. I like Munakata a lot. Munakata is one of the stupidest fucking characters with his 1,000-degree knife and his two swords and his Yu Narukami ass ripoff. Like, oh man. Don't tell my bestie I love him. I don't care if you kill a bunch of kids. Yeah, right. Fucking Juzo. Like, Juzo crawled so Munakata could fly. Like, oh man. I like these two characters a lot. Honestly, we need to bump up Chisa. Chisa, Juzo, and Munokata's friendship sells that future arc a lot. Other than a few things which we will get to in a moment. Oh boy. And the last person from the future arc, fucking Ryota Mitarai. The animator. This person who, without them, would have caused so much fucking trouble. This dude caused so much trouble just by associating with Junko. With this stupid old, like, he might as well be the ultimate brainwasher at that point. We're gonna put Ryota, because I do like Ryota. I like Ryota more than these characters. He was an innocent baby. He was an innocent baby that learned how to walk on his own way too late. To the point where it kind of screwed him. Now here's the thing. Because that's all the future art characters with an asterisk. There's another half to that anime. And here's for the biggest shakeup The biggest shakeup in this tier list is going to be considering all of the past arc people. That being said, we're not going to say anything until I'm done. Um This goes like that. Everybody already knows. Y'all already know. Y'all already know about that. Um Yeah. Everybody from the past arc jumps up. Because the past arc does the one thing which I love. Because I already liked everybody from that arc. I liked them from the game, and it was hard for me to put them in certain cases. The past arc really justifies a lot of these characters. And it honestly makes that whole class way better than most of the characters. Even Nagito keeping his fucking gatekeeper spot. Which, of course, these are the characters that I like more than Nagito. Fucking, seeing them all interact and watching their friendship grow as classmates, it made Chiaki bump up to my favorite character. How I talked about Hajime, these two are neck and neck. So close. Including Izuru version and Gundam, of course. Watching Gundam and Sonya hang out in class bumps Sonya up for me so much. Watching Teru Teru interact with the whole class just made him way funnier. To where like I understand this character now. Hiyoko just being more sassy. In fact, Kazuya Togami deserves that. Him hanging out with Ryota and that being like where you get most of your context for the past arc is so good. Like I love it. I absolutely adore it. Uh you know what? We can make all these red. Now we all know, yeah, these right here, fucking good. They're the good ones. Oh man. But yeah, no. The past arc and then watching them get into the present arc and watching where they had gone afterwards. Love them. It just further solidified class 77 as like one of my favorites. But asterisks again, they weren't the only people that came back. So that being said, we need to bump Makoto to here. And we need to bump Toko. No, Toko's good where they are. Byakuya bumps up. Kyoko was already up there. Y'all already know. Uh the class 78 kids that came back, like Makoto, Kyoko, also begrudgingly, Hiro made me laugh. Hiro was funny as fuck. Hiro made me laugh, and that's more than some of these characters can say. So that being said, Hiro bumped up. Oh fuck, I forgot Hina. Yeah, Hina also jumps up. Like Hina in the anime was so good. Watching her and Makoto, seeing how they've grown, great. Loved it. Wasn't as good as these or these up here, but like, yeah. Yeah, no. I 100% fucking loved this. It was very, very good, and the anime was excellent. I'm gonna change some of these colors real quick to make it a little more distinct. Oh, Nagito, come on, man. Uh, oh, this is solid. This is a solid placement so far, though. All right. Now for the rest of these characters. The fucking last game. B3. Oh boy. First off, oh god, what were their names? The Monocubs. Was it Monokid? Yeah. Monokid. It's Patrick Seitz doing Patrick Seitz things, which I never thought it was that bad. Unegregious. Like him more than these characters. Yeah. Yeah, that seems a little more right. Actually, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. I think Monokid is the most like whatever out of all the Monokids. Monosuke. Out of the Monokids I like, that's the one. Also, I feel like I need to rearrange these. Because Mahiru did not jump up that much. Maru should go here. Uh yeah. Yeah, that looks about right. Fucking Monodam. Monodam is oh fuck. We didn't talk about one. Okay, let me talk about these Mono Kids first, or these Mono Cubs, and then I need to go back to that anime for a second. There was something I forgot to do. Monodam. About right there. Actually, we can go. That. All right, That seems about right. Monodam wasn't bad. I thought Monodam was funny. I like Monophony puking. And then who do we have? Monotaro? Monotaro's actually the one Mono kid that I'm like, I felt the least amount. So you know what? He gets put right here just for mother, mother, mother. Which, yeah, you know what? Yeah, thinking about it, the fact that I'm laughing now about it, like, yeah, no, yeah, he deserves that. Also, the more I'm looking at these, uh, yeah, yeah, that's about right. All right, before we get to the cast of that, there was something I forgot to bring up involving this shithead being this shithead. This is one of those that, to me, I like Monica. Actually, that's too high. But I will put Monica right here. Because, man, Monica, I don't care. I don't care anymore. The fuck it, I'm out. The fact that Monica, after everything that happened, and she's trying to kill fucking Makoto the entire time, the fact that she had the gall to just say, I don't care anymore. This whole despair game, I'm out. I'm out. I don't care. And she's the first one to do it. So good. It made me gain so much respect for the character where I'm like, yeah, no. No. They're the one who said, fuck it, I'm taking my ball and I'm leaving. And for doing that, love this character. They're fucking sick. Uh now that's out of the way. Because I completely forgot to point that out as we were scrolling. Oh man. Oh man, it starts with Kaede. How do I feel about Kaede? I honestly, you know what? I have to bump Mondo down. I have to bump Mondo down because I feel stronger about these characters than I do about Mondo. Do I like Mondo? And I like Nagito more than Mondo. Yeah. I have to knock him down. Fucking Kaede's great, though. She was. I liked her cheery personality. It was fun playing as her in the demo. And her in the demo playing with fucking Hajime and Makoto as the pro tag trio. That shit was hilarious. Um, just her getting her nails done by Rantaro was a sweet scene, and I love it. And like, yeah, I have a very big soft spot for Kaede. Yeah, they were roommates. They were definitely roommates. I have a big soft spot for Kaede. I adore Kaede a lot. Um, that being said, this fuckboy, he's all right. He's all right. I don't know if I could say I like him more than any of these characters. Like his twist was a good twist, but he was the comfy boy. We didn't really get to hang out with him too much, but yeah, yeah, he was all right. I like Rantaro. I wish I could have gotten more. I think I talked to Kana about this off stream. I was like, yeah, no, I would have loved to get a prequel game of V3 where you get to play as the students that were all involved with Rantaro, and seeing Rantaro survive. That shit would have been tight. Would have loved that. Uh, Ryoma. Yeah, yeah. I don't think he jumps into this category immediately, but like I love this character. I loved Ryoma so much. Ryoma's the only character death in Danganronpa that made me actually like take a walk outside. I had to like touch grass and like do some exercise and like vent my feelings about the things that were happening in the game because like I liked this character so much that like when they died it hit me really fucking hard. Uh yeah, I love Ron. I love Ryoma a lot. I think Ryoma's a cool character. His whole thing about him like becoming a better person um after going to prison, I guess. Like, yeah, no. Like he was just a dude out for redemption and he didn't know how to do that. And it was very sad when he died. Um let me just You know what? I didn't hate them this much. But the way that their case happened made me want to fucking, they're right here. Better than Sonya. What can we say about good old oh god, what is her name? What is her fucking name? Oh, I'm spacing. Kurumi? Yes, the ultimate. Kurumi. What can we say about Kurumi? Kurumi was uh I thought they were a pretty cool character up until the murder. And then they had the dumbest reason for murdering my favorite boy, and yeah, no. Fuck her. She's the worst. Don't like her. It was that fast. There's only one person that could even beat that. Hey, you want to know who I hate more than these characters? Also, let me swap this out. Reason was so weak. It really was the weakest reason. Fucking fuck Angie. Fucking hate Angie. Oh my god. The worst. Her and her Tua said so. Fuck Angie. Absolute dog trash of a character. Angie makes me puke. Yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. However, talking, I know we talked about Mahiru before. So whereas Mahiru's right there, I like Tenko. Tenko is just stronger Mahiru. It's everything Mahiru was going for, but done in a way that I was like, this this is the right way. This character right here, granted, she is also a simp supreme. I really like Tenko. I wish I she's one of those characters that the characters I liked in V3, like the characters I liked in V3, I liked a lot. So like I didn't get a chance to hang out with Tenko. But I think Tenko was a great character that like I wish I would have gotten to hang out with. Even if they did, they're one of those characters that they rub me the wrong way, but I respect them. And I would have loved to learn more about them. Um this surprises me from you. Yeah. Yeah. Because the thing is, I like Mahiru, and I think Mahiru, like, I do, as much as she irks me, I do think after watching the anime, Mahiru gets better. Especially seeing her supported by her friends and seeing her support her friends, she gets better. Not very much better, but a little better. I think Tenko is just that, but 100%, like, just double it. Double down, and she just became even better. And I like that. It's tight. Um, I like Tenko. Fucking Korakio though? Fucking sister. Fucking incest boy? Alright. Alright. Y'all wanna know my trash picks? My trash taste right here? Oh man. Fucking sister. I love Kyo so much. Korakyo was so fucking cursed. I love this dude. Kyo just being like, one, he had this is a cool design that I just love. Two, just the weirdest. Three, he killed Angie, and that's okay in my book. And like, oh, also, he is the one. There aren't very many cases in Danganronpa where they're just like, fuck it, I'm a murderer person. Kyo would have killed someone regardless. And because of that, they stand out as like, yeah, no, he didn't need a murder, even if like he didn't even care if he got caught to an extent. He did it for his fucking sister. For his the spirit of his sister and shit like that, which is cursed. Also, it's the sister that he's fucking in love with. So weird, but also very very funny with him because of the way it was portrayed. Um yeah, no, Kyo is such a fun weirdo character that I love Kyo. Kyo was fucking wild. What a wild character that I will always remember from V3. Uh y'all already know. Y'all already know. Y'all already know where I put my fucking trash girl. Do I like Miu more than Komaru? No, I don't like Miu more than Komaru. In fact, just just Miu. just just Miu. Just Miu being Miu. What can we say about this dumb bitch? Oh man. Miu is such a hot mess. What a trashy, trashy, trashy girl. She's such a fucking virgin ass slut, and I love her. For being the ultimate genius, she was hella stupid at times, and I fucking love her. Also, her fucking her fucking laugh. Oh man, I like Mew. If there was ever a character where if I saw someone cosplaying them, I would run up and want to take a picture. Shout outs to Mew cosplayers. Let's go. Fucking, I'm there for you. Cosplay my girl? Hell yeah. Like no, Mew was so much fun. She made playing V3 a lot of fun until she ate shit. And even then, she died in a very Mew way that Mew, why are you so stupid? Mew, why are you so dumb? Like the most obvious murder plan. The most obvious murder plan. And she fucking biffed it so bad. And Miyu is hot garbage. I think that's what I'm gonna call the tier. It's just hot garbage. Hot garbage. That's what that tier is called. Uh yeah. Yeah, Mew's there. I love that bitch so much. She's so fucking stupid. Oh, Gonta. Do I like Gonta more? I think, yeah, yeah. I think that's where Gonta belongs. Actually, I like him a little more than Teru Teru. I'll admit, I like him a little bit more than Teru Teru. Just, just a little bit, tiny, 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 tiny bit. I'll have to admit that. I think that's where we put him. Uh, Gonta was a sweetheart. The way Gonta went out, he didn't deserve all that. It was tragic. Um, However, this motherfucker right here. You want to talk about love hate relationship with characters? Uh, these two are neck and neck for me. Of like, I love hate them so fucking much. This this fucking duo of fucking assholes, honestly. Kokichi. Kokichi was a little prankster. He was a little prankster. He wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh with you. But Kokichi also did the most work, and he was never wrong. He lied all the time. He lied to people all the time, but he was never wrong in the way he was trying to guide people. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking love him. But him and Nagito share this spot. In fact, for me personally, it's that. But honestly, not by very much. I think they're very neck and neck for me. I like Kokichi a little more, but like I think that would also be underrating Nagito. So really, this just goes like this constantly. These two could switch back and forth. We're gonna call this tier the I'm gonna call it the double trouble. That's what I'm gonna call that tier. That tier right there is the double trouble. If it will, yeah, Team Rocket. Oh God. You know what? I'm just gonna write it here. There we go. That's them. Oh man. Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars. Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars. Yeah, yeah, I like these characters more than Kaito. Do I like Kaito more than Toko? No, that's not true. Yeah, yeah, right there is right. Kaito was a good guy. He was a good guy. He wanted to go to space. He had a dream. He chased it. Uh, what else can we say about Kaito Momota? I liked his character a lot, and regardless of the plot twist, I think the things that Kaito stood for, like, was really, really good, and I liked him. He was cool. He was a good dude. That being said, we have. Oh, you know what? Let's skip these four, and let me just go right for fucking oh god, what is her name? I'm spacing it. I'm spacing it. I'm losing it. Himiko. Shit. Woo. Himiko. Yeah. Yeah, Himiko belongs in C. If there was ever a character I wished would have died, but I knew wasn't going to, that was Himiko. Fucking Himiko got on my nerves. That's the end of that. They got better. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, that seems right. Yeah, Himiko got better, but ultimately they're like meh. What I'm realizing is that there aren't very many like Danganronpa characters that like I super dislike. All right, now here's the problem: is that these four are so wild in the context of V3 that like I don't even know how I feel about some of them. Other than like Maki can go. Maki can go right there. Maki jumped up just from how much they grew in their journey as a character, even when they found out the truth that all of Danganronpa was made up. Um they really harnessed the lessons that they learned from their friends and like became better. And I like that. That being said, fucking pro tag boy Shuichi, he goes right here next to Monica. Because he is one of the few other people that's just like, I refuse. Fuck it. I'm out. And because of that, fuck it. He was out. Him, fucking Maki, and Himiko. Technically all did that. But like, no. I like Shuichi a lot. I like Shuichi more than Makoto. I will admit that. Um Shuichi's journey is a weird one in the context of V3. He's kind of a weird dude. But you also get to see him from the perspective of Kaede, as well as seeing him put together all the clues, and even to the point where he's just like, when he figures out everything, uh, and he actually shuts down Danganronpa, like yeah, no, he found a way to do it and stood up for what he believed in, and I really like that. That being said, Kibo's very middle for me. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. I'll put him there. Yeah, yeah, I'll put him there. That seems right. Kibo being the audience self-insert as the plot twist was weird, but I fuck with it. he was a good dude. The whole robophobic bit was funny for a while. Also, the fact that he has the pseudo protagonist look with the ahoge on his head and everything. Like, oh, great design, love him. Oh boy, and our very last one in fucking Tsumugi. Tsumugi, I hate. I don't think a lot of people are gonna agree with me on this, but I think Tsumugi is one of the most interesting characters in the series. Just because of the things that she tries to do, both behind the scenes and in character. She's kind of a weirdo all the time, to the point where, like, yeah, no, he makes references to games and movies and stuff like that that technically don't exist in Danganronpa, but exist in our world, which only further shows that Danganronpa isn't real within the game. And like, a part of that I wasn't sure was the writing, but thinking about it from a meta perspective, that's kind of sick, and I like that. Now, I don't know if I like her as much as, say, some of these other characters, but I think Sumugi is a really, really cool idea for a character that also I understand would make some people very angry. Because I know if I didn't have an understanding of media and like other stories that did the same thing that V3 did, I would not like V3. But uh the plot twist of Sumugi being like a producer of a show, and the show is Danganronpa 53, and you are all on it, like, it's so good. It's so good, as well as a big like game developer pointing at the fourth wall being like, this is you. Sumugi is you. Out of anybody, the player is Sumugi. The people making a tier list, cosplaying, fucking making fanfics and stuff like that of the game to never let Danganronpa just die. Sumugi is every single one of us. And I think because of that, Sumugi is one of the best characters in Danganronpa. I don't like them as much as some of these other ones. I'll take my little freak pervert over Sumugi any day. I'll take any of my babies up here over Sumugi any day, especially Junko. But like, yeah, no, Sumugi's cool. Uh, that being said, is there anybody here that I feel needs to be moved around? You know what? I feel bad for these two. We could honestly place them here. We can place no, not Kazuichi. We could place Fuyuhiko's sister and Sato both there. Maybe bump Sato down because this bitch was annoying. You know what? Yeah, that's about right. And Fuyuhiko's sister, yeah, whatever. That being said, yeah, this seems pretty accurate. This seems pretty accurate. Let's just make it look a little pretty, and then we'll save it, and then I'll probably post this to social media, and then also whenever I get the fucking Discord finished, I'll probably post it there too, just so people know, because y'all know. But yeah, this was fun. I definitely liked a lot more characters than I thought I did, but thinking about it, yeah, makes sense. Oh, that tier up there, fucking love those. Fucking love these characters up here. Like, oh, my babies. Let's save this and then we'll probably take a little bit of a break. Give me like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna go grab a snack and like drink, like grab more water and stuff like that, and then we'll be back for the next tier list because that was 2.5 hours of ranking and talking about Danganronpa characters. So give me a sec and we'll be back to probably we'll probably do Final Fantasy characters next because that's probably gonna take about as long. So BRB for a quick sec. Bye bye or BRB. Alrighty, and we're back with yet another tier list. Oh boy, and this one is gonna be hey, we streamed a fuck ton of Final Fantasy games, so yeah, here's our here's that. But before we do that, we need to also rank all the Final Fantasy games that we played on stream. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna put the ones that we haven't played yet right here in this fucking bottom tier with an asterisk next to 14 because we have played 14 on stream, but we haven't gone through all of it on stream. And I don't know if I want to do another playthrough of 14, but I'm figuring out how I'm going to execute that. We haven't played through 15 yet. We haven't played SOP yet. 7 remake. I love it. Crisis Core, I also love it, but we haven't gone through it on stream yet. No. Tactics Advance and Tactics Advance 2. As you can see, there are a lot of Final Fantasy games we're going to have to make our fucking way through as we in the future. So that being said, not played yet. That's where those belong. Let's go in order of games though. And that starts with Final Fantasy 1, which I said it when we, because this was the very first game that I streamed, and it wasn't bad. We played Pixel Remaster. It was fun. We got lost for a good hour on the world map, and that was an experience. Um, I think Final Fantasy 1 is the most middle grade of anything of any of them. Um, it really plays like a single player D&D campaign. That's how I would explain Final Fantasy 1. You make a party of 4 characters, you give them a bunch of classes, and then you go on an adventure. Um, it plays like a single person D&D game, including spell slots and whatnot. And it's just a good time. It's a good little short game that I wouldn't mind going back to and just completing all in one sitting one day. Now that like we know how to play the game. Um that being said, we have to jump up to Final Fantasy 2 with the War Kids. And drop that right there. Not great. Uh Final Fantasy 2 has some moments that in the Pixel remaster in particular frustrated the fuck out of me. It was irritating to try to level up and do anything in that game, and was one of the most frustrating games I've played on stream. Was also the second game I played on stream, and yeah, wasn't great. This hops up here. Final Fantasy 3, I hold a very special spot for it. I didn't expect to like the game as much as I did, but it's such a fun, lighthearted adventure filled with a lot of like mystical things happening. That like FF3 is kind of sick. It's the first introduction of the job system. Even if it isn't the greatest, if because I think as everyone knows, 5 has the better job system. But I think as far as theming goes and like how the game feels, I like 3 a lot. There is a difficulty spike. You know what? I remembered Cloud of Darkness. Or World of Darkness in general. Yeah, nope. Gotta scratch that one off. 4 is goated. Can't can't even speak more on 4. It's good. Everyone should play it. FF4 is good. Uh 5 is 3 done better. I hate to say that. 5 is 3 done better. I prefer the theming of 3 a little more, but thinking about it, Five's gameplay is just better 3. And is another one of those where, like, if you like the job system that Final Fantasy had created, 5 is is like one of the good iterations of that. And it you can do a lot of things in it. You could make your party however you want it to be. The characters in and of itself tell a very, very, compelling story. Not as compelling as maybe like 4, but like I would put 5 there. Uh 6. I think everyone and their mother loves 6. It's hard not to put 6 higher. Hmm. 6 might be one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. But also it's not one that I can like pick up and play very often. You know what? I'll put 6 there. I think I like no, that's blasphemy. I know myself. No, 6 is good. The journey of Terra and the gang saving the world. Fucking fucking Kefka. Fucking Kefka. Oh my god. Fucking Kefka. So good. Gotta love 6. Uh y'all want a spicy take? I would rather play any of these again before I ever touch 7 again. 7 was good. 7 is dear to my heart. It made me the person I am today by playing 7, and it's one of the reasons why I like video games so much. Um I don't think I like playing original 7 as much as I used to, just cuz I've played it so many times. Uh and it's kind of it's kind of one of those things where like you like this thing as a kid, and then like as an adult you've just played and done so many different things that you like something of a different flavor now. Um I feel like that's me with FF7 at the moment. So yeah, I think 7 belongs there. We're gonna stick 8 right next to it. And while we're on the subject, like both of those are definitely there for the same reason. 8 used to be my favorite Final Fantasy game, and after streaming, I don't think I like 8 as much. Um that being said, 9, I didn't like 9 as much, and 9 jumped up probably to be my favorite Final Fantasy game. 9 was so enjoyable to just like replay through again, especially without all the long load times of the PS1 and stuff like that. It was good, and I fucking enjoyed it. It was great. Um, can't say the same for 10. 10 International Edition was beating my ass down. It was very long. One of these days we'll have to replay through 10 and try to maybe do it better. Especially because like I actually didn't back up a lot of the VODs from that, so I'm gonna have to replay through it at some point to upload a full playthrough of it again. Probably won't be for another while, but we'll see. We'll get back to it at some point. Uh Another surprising jump up for me. I think you know what? I think I have to do this. Yeah, I think this is how I would arrange them. Um, 12 was like a lot of people that I met through streaming. Um, really like Final Fantasy 12. And I had never gone through and played it. That being said, I absolutely love 12 now. It's probably one of those games that if I ever wanted to replay through one of the Final Fantasy games, it'd be up there along with maybe trying to do a faster run of 9 or or any of these really in the S tier. I could see myself trying to go for like a completionist run of any of these games. That being said, yeah, like it's just one of my new favorite Final Fantasies now. It really grew on me. Uh, fucking. Where do I put 13? I think 13 is a good modern starting point for Final Fantasy. I think that's all I can really like say about it. Also, because we haven't played through all the expansions on stream, let me just get rid of all these. All right, we have played Endwalker on stream. This is my favorite Final Fantasy. It's kind of a cop out. I love 14 though. I have many of the art books and the two encyclopedias that are out like right next to me. I have a character there. I would love to replay through the game at some point with people. Um Especially if people are starting on different servers. I wouldn't mind rerunning through it. Maybe that's when I'll stream through the whole story again. Who knows? But like, oh man, there's a reason why I made exclamation point 14 uh a command in my chat because I just love that game. I love that game so much. It's great. That being said, this is a lot faster of a tier list than the Danganronpa characters. But we'll save this, download that image. Uh we need to get back to this one. Now, we streamed a fuck ton of Final Fantasy games, and we need to make a tier list. That being said, first off, we have Chaos, which was the final boss of FF1. Uh, you know what? For FF1, we can put Chaos, Garland, and the Warrior of Light from 1. We could put them all there. That's fine. Um, they're just very middle. They hadn't really done anything with the game yet. And yeah, they're beloved designs that I think they Square Enix either did better or worse. That being said, if we move on to Final Fantasy 2, the Emperor as a villain, it's kind of weak. Didn't like it. The War Kids, I have a soft spot for Furion and the gang. Here's the problem with that is that during Final Fantasy 2, you have so many characters that join you. I even had to look up what some of these if some of these characters had updated art. Uh that being said, the first one that's listed here. Hold on, let me bring this up. All right. Final Fantasy characters. We have Marion, Maria, and Guy, which are your core party. First one to join you is Minwu, which Minwu was your healer. He was your healer. He started as a white mage, eventually became a like a wizard. Like he gets a little stronger, gets some slightly stronger magic, but then ultimately dies. I like Minwu a lot. Actually, we could probably stick most of these characters. We can stick the main party down here. They're kind of whatever. We can stick Minwu there. Joseph, the fucking karate master that helps you in the cave that eventually dies. Not that great. There are better characters in the game. You had Gordon, who is. Didn't I have Gordon's image here? Guess not. Holy shit. Oh, never mind. There he is. Actually, no, that is not Gordon. Never mind. I guess I didn't save a picture of Gordon. Weird. We have Layla, who was like a little thief person. Not great. Not memorable. However, Leon jumps up there. Your fourth party member that went missing, and then eventually you find him. Love Leon. Leon was tight. Really like Leon. You know who's cooler than fucking Leon? Fucking Rykard. Fucking Rykard. Rykard was sick as shit. You found him in the belly of the fucking whale, of like the monster and shit like that. He's the first official dragoon in Final Fantasy. Like, nah, I love that dude. Fucking Rykard was sick. Who are some of these other characters here? Can we jump ahead to 3? I don't think I have a picture of Gordon on here. Yeah, because it's in somewhat order. All right, I guess we're jumping up to FF3. And bring up a character list. Which default, we have our main party. We got, our little onion knights. Uh I am a sucker for Onion Knight. I think Onion Knight was great. All of them are sweet babies that went on a little adventure and eventually had to go travel to different dimensions to go kill a giant evil cloud. And honestly, they're so they're very wholesome characters. And because of that, it really made Final Fantasy 3 grow on me as a fan of Final Fantasy. So Onion Knight gets my pass. I fucking love Onion Knight. Let's see. Who else do we have here? I see Sid here. Which Sid can go. He gave us his airship. I liked Sid a lot. All right. I was thinking about it and I'm like, yeah, Sid's good. Sid's a good egg. I like Sid a lot. I see Cloud of Darkness here. Cloud of Darkness can go in D because I fucking hate that boss. When we talk about like boss fights that I am very irritated by, fucking that's one of them. Um, just ew, ew. The difficulty spike in it was irritating. Didn't like it. However, want a character that I really, really thought was funny, that I have a soft spot for. Fucking this guy right here. This is more respect than Desh deserves. Let me bump him down. Fucking Desh? Fucking Desh? Desh is a piece of shit. But he's a piece of shit that I love. Desh was the playboy of the group in FF3. He had amnesia. He left a girl out there wondering where he was. Just, oh, I really wish Desh would come home. Meanwhile, Desh has amnesia on top of a mountain in a dragon's nest. And then he jumps into a volcano to save us. And then he's not even dead. Oh man. It's such a weird game and I love it. We have Princess Sarah here, who was one of our first allies in the game. Uh egregious. I definitely like Sid more than the princess. What else do we have here? Is that Arya? I want to say. Hold on. Need to double check if that's a picture of Arya. Because Arya was the water temple lady. Yeah. Arya was cool. I like Arya. Arya was cooler than the fucking princess, so I'll say that much. We had Prince Alice as well. Let me double check. That was, if I remember, that's his name. Yeah. He was the dude that with the king. It's been like a year since we played this, so forgive me if I'm like having to really like think about some of these. Yeah, because Alice is the one where his father exiled him from the kingdom, and we had to figure out what was wrong. And it turns out that it was all mind fuckery, basically, until we had to put him back on the throne. So Alice, I feel neither here nor there about Alice. And then I think the last one is, who is this last character? Did I miss a character from 2? Hold on. Final Fantasy 2 characters. Oh, I'm dumb. That's fucking that's fucking Maria. Oh. And then we have yeah, because this was Gordon. You know what? Yeah, Gordon can go right there with him. Gordon was very unegregious. Ugh. That being said, man, Final Fantasy 4. If we're using the B tier as our middle ground so far, which we'll probably fine tune this after we place everybody, I think Cecil Harvey is a great character. Cecil was great. I liked Cecil a lot. Um, he was a sweet dude. He had a lot of issues and he grew through them, and I enjoyed his journey. Um, Sid helps out along the way. Sid goes in Sid tier. You know what? Where's our tier below? Sid tier. Oh wait, nope, it's the wrong one. Sid tier. I do like FF4 Sid a little more. Uh, Edge. My problem with Edge is that Edge joins the party a little too late. And all he really does is just hit on Rydia as well as try to avenge his parents against Rubicante. And it wasn't bad, just okay. He's okay. Edward, our spoony bard. Uh Edward can go in. I like Edward's contributions to the story. Him being a like learn from my lessons and don't do what I did. I couldn't save the one I loved, but I could at least reunite and cure Rosa and help save Cecil kind of thing. And him gaining courage for his kingdom and himself. Like, yeah, no. I like Edward. Pretty good. Fusoya, I don't care. I don't care. He's also so late. Golbez, my dude. That's my villain. He was there being a threat the entire time. Uh Turns out to be Cecil's brother. Turns out he's being manipulated by Zeromus. And like, yeah, no, he's tight. I like him a lot. Fucking cuck boy Kane Highwind. Where do we put Kane? I like Kane. As much as we like dunking on Kane, I like Kane. Actually, it's more like this. Yeah, that sounds about right. Uh, Palom and Porum. Hmm. I mean, they are the twins. They did sacrifice themselves. Yeah, they're okay there. Rosa, A tier. Love Rosa. Rosa's a gem. Rydia, right up there with Rosa. Just a sweetheart. Love them. Uh, Tella. Tella was he was stubborn, but I liked what he added to the team. You can go B tier. Yang or Yang. Homie sacrificed himself for us. It was good. He was a great character in FF4. Sacrificed himself. Uh, Later on turned out to be alive. He was our monk for most of the game. Let's see here. Zeromus. I don't like Zeromus as a boss. You know what? Where's Cloud of Darkness? Yeah. Cloud of Darkness could also go down here. As far as like characters and stuff, like honestly, yeah. Outside of uh Garland and Chaos, most of the final bosses of this early generation of Final Fantasies like weren't great. At least for like 2, 3, and 4. 5, we had Bart's. He was a sweet boy. I feel very unegregious towards him. X-Death was tight. X-Death is might be up there with Golbez for me as far as like what a weird character. The fact that he was just a living like he was a living version of the planet. It was basically like the opposite of like, oh yeah, the people are killing the planet. What if the planet was trying to kill you? And like X Death is just the personification of that being, and it's so cool. It gets a little cartoony, wacky in 5, but like X Death was tight. Um. Oh God, what is her name? Oh God, what is her name from 5? They were the pirate person. Farron, I want to say. Ferris. There we go. There we go. There we go. Because I have to remember this stuff. Yeah, because we had Ferris. Ferris was all right. I feel like they dropped the ball. They could have done better. Ferris was okay. Galuf is sick. I like Galuf Baldessian. He was very, very cool. He had amnesia. Eventually ended up sacrificing himself for the party. His granddaughter, Kryl, also up there with him as far as like just cool characters. Gilgamesh is jumping up to fucking S tier because he's tight. Good old Greg, Gilgamesh's first appearance, FF5, became a reoccurring villain to us and was a pain in our ass, but loved him nonetheless. He was very, very cool to mess around with. Um, oh fuck, Leanne, Lena. There we go. Lena was. What can we say about Lena? I liked her whole journey about her being like chosen dragon person and stuff like that. They're kind of mid. They're kind of mid. Oh, and then we had Neo X Death. Neo X Death belongs in. It's as cool as X Death is. Neo X Death. You know what? They're middle. They belong in that middle. Uh, Next up is Final Fantasy VI. Let's see here. I think if we go by. Ooh, because I like a lot of the 6 characters a lot more than a lot of these characters. Let me just do this real quick. Actually, I keep typing this when I keep forgetting that it makes a new one on here. We're just gonna stick the whole cast of 6 in its own tier. Because I think as an ensemble cast, like, oh, we're gonna get to Kefka. We're gonna like as your playable character cast, fucking each one of these characters is a like cherished character to me. I like each one of these characters for their own reasons. Whether mechanically or like just thematically and story wise. Even Umaru like held his own, and it was fun seeing him in the credits, like doing his caveman stuff and stuff like that. Just overall, like I think as an ensemble cast, like FF6 is like so good. Because where would any of these characters be without each other? Like that's the thing. Because the cast is an ensemble cast, and because you really get to choose who you want to take with you all the time, like it makes it so much more enjoyable that you got to just get to know these people. Locke with his heartbreak over his ex-wife or fiance. Celeste is self-doubt and her almost killing attempting to kill herself. Cyan holding on to the memories of his old family and stuff like that. The brothers with their pride in their kingdom and stuff like that. Realm, Shadow, and Strago all dealing with the loss of like family, either in Realm's parents or Strago just doing his best and ultimately like giving into despair. Like they all help each other in some way to overcome their shortcomings, and it's the part that makes, even if I don't like to play Final Fantasy VI as much, it's one of my favorite gaming experiences ever, and I like to watch other people play it. Like it's it's such a sweet spot that I could like pick up this game and give it to anybody I know, and I know that they will come out with their own opinion and uh in experiences, and usually it won't be bad because 6 is just that good. That being said, uh we put our player character cast up there. However, Kefka Kefka might be one of the best villains in any Final Fantasy. Kefka is too good. Kefka is so well written and is such a fucking just a on a whole different scale sometimes as far as like cult of personality goes. That like Kefka, even if you don't like any of these shitheads here, Kefka will sell 6 for most people. Ultros, I stuck on here because I like Ultros. I like Ultros. He a funny perverted tentacle man. He makes me laugh. I put Ultros on the tier list because it's my tier list. Um, Final Fantasy VII. Oh boy, I had this was one of the first video games that I ever played that got me into hardcore playing video games. Like thinking and trying different games I'd never really tried before. It was the first RPG I'd ever played. Before then, I was all about action games and platformers and stuff like that, or fighting games. And FF7 really opened a doorway to a bunch of different games for me, and had me experience games in a way I'd never had before. That being said, uh, the question is, where do I place a lot of these characters compared to some of these other ones on here? Um, 'Cause honestly, kind of like how we had Nagito for Gatekeeper, FF6 is like are those Gatekeeper characters for me. They're kind of all about the same for me. And it's either you're better than FF6 characters that I like, which yes, I like Rykard that much in FF2. Rykard was sick. This dude went way too ham for being in FF2. Same thing with Cuckboy Kane and fucking Cecil. The BFF bros and Onion Knight. I love all these characters. Um Aerith Gainsborough. All right, we haven't played Remake on stream. So if I take it by default, oh boy, Aerith's in B. Barrett, A. I think Barrett Wallace is a cool character. His relationship with Marlene, his adoptive daughter, is great. Um, the whole storyline of the Coral and the Mako reactor, and just fighting to save the planet, starting with Barrett, really sets the bar for a lot of things. And I think Barrett is probably one of the best Final Fantasy characters in my opinion. I really like Barrett Wallace a lot. Sid tier. I have no feelings here nor there about Sid Highwind. Sid is just Sid, and love him or hate him, I don't think he's. I think he's better than most of the people in B tier. I don't think he belongs necessarily in A tier because of his issues with like Shara and stuff like that, or Shira, and like yeah, no. Oh, Sid can stay there in Sid tier. Cloud. I think memes aside, I think Cloud's here. I think Cloud definitely belongs in S tier. Maybe right here for me. Like Cloud's journey of self-discovery and beating up Sephiroth, honestly. Like, yeah, he belongs there. Fucking oh god, what's her name? Almost called her Eliza. Elena? The one Turks girl that we get to see in the game. I have one. I have a soft spot for blondes, and two, I like Elena a lot. She is a simp for saying she tries her best and fails a lot. She gets kidnapped in one occasion of doing her best, but ultimately, like, she works hard and she's a cool girl. She's a cool lady. I fuck with Elena. Um, fucking Genova, mommy dearest, fucking mother. I like Genova more than Cloud. I I don't like Genova more than Kefka, but Genova's sick. Genova's a sick reoccurring villain that you fight in 7, and I love Genova. Also, it's Sephiroth's mom. Ugh, fucking sick. Red. Yeah, Red's unegregious. Oh, but also Cosmo Canyon. Hold on, gotta think about this. Yeah, I think I had to move him up a tier. Yeah, I think Red 13 belongs there. Maybe I like Red more than a lot of these characters. Honestly, we can bump. Yeah, we can bump that down. Um, yeah, that looks about right. All right, Reno sick. Rude, right there next to him. Rufus, my fucking husbando. My fucking FF7 husbando. I like Rufus. Rufus is a fucking dick. Rufus is an asshole. He's the president of Shinra. He has a shotgun. He wears a white suit slash white trench coat all the fucking time. But I like him. He's cool. Uh, Sephiroth, Mama's boy himself. Yeah, we'll put Sephiroth there. That's fine. There's not much I can really say about Sephiroth other than he's iconic for a reason, and I fuck with him. Fucking Tifa, right up there. Sang, I think Sang should have gotten more chances to shine, but otherwise, like, he isn't bad. He's unegregious. Vincent and Yuffie in base 7, outside of other canons. Um, I think Vincent and Yuffie. I think Yuffie hops down here for me, despite being a little gremlin character, which I normally like. Not a big fan of Yuffie. As far as Vincent goes, though, yeah, I think Vincent is belongs in A. I like my little edgy boy. Uh oh, now we're moving on to 8. Oh shit. Where do we put a lot of these characters from 8? Well, Zell's unegregious. I love Adia and Matron. I'll pop those up there. Irving's my boy from 8. Yeah, the gun. Heroes. Yeah, we're gonna have to reorganize these later, but like thinking about them, man. Kyros, yeah, mid. Laguna, this mid tier is gonna be fucking huge. You know what, Laguna, yeah, let's put him there. Quistis, as much as I liked using her, she is a very mid character. Same with Renoa. My boy Cypher though, S tier. I like Cypher a lot. Selfie, mid. Squall, mid. Ultimecia. I'm gonna bump that down to C tier because fucking I have issues with Ultimecia in the game. As far as like how it's implemented and stuff. And then Ward mid. Now we move on to FF9, which surprisingly ended up being one of my favorite games. Um Fucking Amarant. What can we say about Amarant? Amarant belongs in D tier. He's not great. He's not a great character. And honestly, the game wouldn't, like, I feel like most things in 9 wouldn't change because of Amarant. Baku? Baku was alright. Beatrix goes up in S tier for me. Love Beatrix. Blank. Blank's a cool dude. Helps you out. Sid tier. Top of Sid tier. Cena. Mid. Aiko. I liked Aiko a lot. Freya. I like Freya a lot. Garnet. Garnet till Alexandros the, what was it, the 17th? Something like that. Garnet is alright. We'll stick her in A for now. Kuja. I like Kuja's story a lot. We're gonna stick him in S. Marcus, mid. Near the Nero siblings. Quina, mid. Ruby, unfortunate picture of Ruby, but mid. Steiner, we can stick right up here in fucking S tier. Love Steiner or Steiner. Vivi, another instant S tier. My sweet boy. Zidane, again, another banger. Guess what? Okay, I think that's it for 9. Again, we'll get to the nitty gritty of a lot of these after we place them all. There are so many characters here. I feel like I need to place them first and then rearrange them. Aaron. Yeah, Aaron is an A. Bartello. Braska. I like Braska. Braska's okay. Sit or brother. Brother's the dude. I like brother a lot. Sid Tier. Donna. There. Oh. Isaru. Can go there. Jekt. My guilty pleasure, Bad Dad. I like Jekt. Kimari. Kimari can go and see. Lulu. Oh man, I got opinions on Lulu. Where's Waka? Put Waka's ass right next to him. Even though most of these you can't even see who they are. I just made the tier list though, so I vaguely remember who some of these characters are. Um, we have Maroda, Pase, Riku. Shit. Whoops. Yeah, Riku, I feel very indifferent about. Honestly, we can move these three down here. Those three dickheads. Seymour belongs in D tier. Sin. I like Sin. I like Sin's design. Everyone that watches my stream knows how I feel about whales and fucking love those. Tidus. You go up here. Yuna also can go up there. And then we move on to 12. If I remember right, that's Ash first. Ash. Ash I like. Balthier. We're gonna bump that up to S tier. Hmm. Bosch. Then we had Sidalfos. Good tier. Fran. Arguably, I'm not a big Fran person. Gabranth. Gabranth can go up there. Oh god, what's his name? Little Twink Boy. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. Uh, Hold on, gotta look it up. Final Fantasy 13 characters. Oh, not 13, 12 characters. Do, 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 do. Oh. There we go. Vossler? No, that's not Vossler. Larsa. Yeah, there we go. Because this is Vossler right here. Which Vossler can go in shithead territory. Uh, Larsa can go up here. And then Nello. Right down here with Vaughn, who I also don't really care for. Redis was cool as shit. So we're gonna put Redis there. Vayne, I didn't really care for Vayne as a villain. Same thing with Bartandalus from 13. Sid tier. Sid tier. We have Fang and Hope. We have Lightning and Orphan. Orphan I didn't like as a villain. Saz, didn't care for. Sarah, didn't care for. Snow, didn't care for. Vanille, didn't care for. What's his name? Reigns? Is that his name? Hold on. FF13 characters. Been a hot minute since we played the game. Hmm. What's his name? Oh, Rosh. That's his name. Yogg. Yeah, Rosh was all right. I think he has a redeeming moment towards the end, but like that's it. Oh boy. And then our FF14 characters. It's another one of those cases for me. I love every single one of these sweet babies so much. Yeah, Alize and Alphino. Got fucking Estinian. Oh, Estinian, my sweetheart. Fucking Graha. You have so many characters in this series. Hold on. Let me zoom out for a second. Hildebrand. We have Kryle. We have Lise. We have Nashu from the Hildebrand quest, which we played on stream. Got Tataru. Thancred. Good old Oriange. And Y'shtola. All right. Now that we have the initial reactions placed, here comes the hard part. Is organizing a lot of this. And the first thing we need is, I think, I need another row above or below. We'll call this the. We'll put triple S here, put double S, and we'll put S tier. All right, let's sort out this S rank first. I feel Kefka is definitely triple S. One of the best villains ever written. Same thing with Jenova. I like Jenova's design. I think Jenova as a recurring villain, great. As much as I love my Dragoon boys, Cuckboy Kane and Rykard both dropped to S. Gilgamesh is triple S. Onion Knight, triple S. Cecil, triple S. Cloud. That's probably double S for me. Sephiroth, also double S for me. I like Cypher's Journey. My husbando can go down to S. Uh, do I like Cypher more than Exdeath? Golbez. I think Golbez goes here. Exdeath goes here. Um, Kuja goes there. Tifa next to Cloud. Irving can go in my S tier. Let's see here. Zidane 100% belongs up here at the top. Beatrix, like Zidane was such a good main character, and I love that dude. Jecht being Being the bad dad that I love to hate, Jacked and Sin can both go drop down to S. Uh, I like Balthier a lot, so Balthier is going to go up here. Brother can drop down. Yuna and Titus can drop down here. Hmm. Would I rearrange these anymore? I think these are pretty decent, but also, I think that's good for S tier. And yeah, these are hard gatekeeping. Yeah, FF14 gatekeepers over here. And then our fucking FF6 gatekeep. Like, yeah, no. Like, I think this is definitely the buffer into characters that I like a lot. That's that. Ah. You know what? I think the rest of these are pretty accurate. You know what? I'm okay with this for now. I'm okay with that. You know what? We'll save that. We'll save that and download images, and I think I'm gonna call the stream there because oh boy, my throat is hurting from talking this much, and oh, I feel myself getting tired. With that being said, thank y'all for joining me today. Hope y'all having a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever y'all are watching from. This is our first just chatting stream. We'll probably do the last tier list maybe next week before we start all of our horror stuff. We'll do it next week. Um, but yeah, hope y'all having a good morning, evening, or afternoon wherever y'all are at. If you're hot, get cold. If you're cool, get warmer. Stay hydrated. Get something good to eat, and overall, just have a good weekend. Be sure to take care of yourselves and each other. And honestly, I don't really have a schedule for next week, but we'll figure out something. That being said, I will catch you all later. You all take care. And thank you for all the support. All right. Bye bye.